Welcome back, FLR community. Happy Wednesday. Hope everyone's doing well. We got RW in the house, Zero Latency Manifestation, Freddy in the house, and Tasmanian. And, it's great to see you guys. I know sometimes we obviously stream a little bit later normally, but I thought I'd jump on and talk a little bit about this because I am in the process of curating the questions for the FLR Finance Friday stream, which obviously represents a community-driven portfolio, and I offer polls for the community to, I guess, help manage that. So we're going to be talking about, are the lockup pools worth it? And the short answer, both yes and no. So for those of you who don't know, FLR Finance, they've introduced this idea of time-locked pools, where you can commit to staking your assets for a much longer time, and in return, you should get a better percentage, theoretically. So again, this is going to be a short stream. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about this. But before we do jump into that, we did make the decision as a community to, last week with the community-driven portfolio, we sold half of our Songbird for XFi, and then we jumped into this XFi to Songbird liquidity pool. And we can see here, this is, just from Friday, and it's obviously accruing much more rewards. And these two pools have the same value in them. So 50% of the community-driven portfolio is in this, and the other 50% is in this. And, we can see that we've almost got 10 times, just over 10 times the amount of SFIN that's accruing there. So on to the main topic. Are the time-locked pools worth it? And you can see what a time pool looks like. A time-locked pool, looks like. And it's got this little lock here. It tells you exactly how long is left before you can actually withdraw. And there's a few of these. There's some single stake pools. We've got XFi here. Obviously XFi again, but different staking durations. And then we have this one here as well, the XFi SFIN pool. So what we can do is we can just do a direct comparison. So, if we look at the XFi pool here, which I'm currently in myself, this one's not time locked, but you can see this is the important thing. Looking at the APY, how much annual percentage yield you can expect. And at the minute for this pool, it's 14%. Now, don't get me wrong, that's nothing crazy in terms of DeFi standards, but when you compare that to a bank, it's very good indeed. We got Lee in here saying that he's locked up for 179 days. Very nice, very nice. So I'm going to give you my thoughts on this. And starting with the single stake pools, 14% here. If we go down here, the same single staking pool for XFi, both of these, you can see that this one in particular is probably the best value in my opinion. 88 days left, and you're getting 107%, which is almost, I don't know, maybe like 8 times more than this one, maybe a bit less, I don't know. But then you have this one here, the 178-day pool, and you're only going to get an extra, an extra 4%. And, you've got to consider when you lock up these assets, you're committed to locking them up. And this can be seen as a good thing, but also a bad thing as well. It's always good to have some assets liquid so that you can, sell them. Let's say the price goes absolutely crazy. You don't want to be sticking here watching the price go up and you can't do anything about it because you've got no XFi that's liquid and ready in your wallet, right? And then by that time, when this eventually elapses, maybe the price has since gone back down. So it's a double-edged sword, really. In this particular case, it looks like this is the most attractive one, considering you only have to lock it up for half the amount, right? But I really want to bring your attention to this one here, the XFi SFIN liquidity pool. So if I do a quick search on that, this is the pool here. And this is without any time lock. So, this is with the time lock. So this is a 90-day pool, 88 days remaining, and you're going to get 159% for committing 88 days here. Now, if we scroll down just to the ordinary pool, you can see that you're actually going to get more in terms of a return every day at 166%. Now, this is almost like counterintuitive. This is the better option, obviously. It means that you're getting more rewards at 166%, but at the same time, you have the freedom to exit the pool at any time you wish. Now, you may be wondering, how does this even happen, right? Well, if you look at here, we can see that this particular pool, the time-locked pool, has a reward rate of a much better reward rate every day, right? It's paying out more. But the difference is that there's much more people staking in this particular pool. And maybe some of these staked assets have actually come from this pool, which means that there's less in this pool. So that means that basically the liquidity from this pool has gone into this one, which makes the less people to share this reward to, right? I got a good question here in the chat from Raphael, who is asking if the APY is estimated or fixed. It's actually estimated because it's dependent on how many people are actually entered in the pool. So you can think of this as, let's say twice the amount was staked here. Say someone entered the pool with 6,318. That would theoretically half the APY, because this same amount of SFIN per day will be shared between more people. Okay, so this is the thing that you really need to consider, and you really need to look at these values because they are a good indication of the best options as far as I'm concerned. Now, do take this with a grain of salt. This is my own opinion, but I don't think you can really argue with the statistics, the figures, right? So something that I like to think here is these pools, they're quite a long time, 3 months or 6 months, thereabouts. And, there's this amount that's been staked here. And this isn't going to move. It's not going to reduce for another 88 days. Now, with this one, as more people, if more people exit this pool to go to the staked pool here, the time-locked pool, sorry, this one is going to be more attractive because there's going to be less amount staked here, which means that the same amount of rewards will be shared amongst less people, which means that the APY will actually increase. So, I don't know, it's just something to consider. I just wanted to do a quick stream today to sort of talk about this because some people don't really look at these figures and they don't, sometimes it's hard to understand them. It's all fairly new, but I just thought I would point that out to you. So the APY is variable. It depends on how much is staked, and these value in these time-locked pools are not going to reduce anytime soon, at least not for the next 3 months. And from that, you can make a decision based on the pools which allow you to exit at any time. So if you do have XFi and SFIN, I wouldn't recommend leaving this pool for that pool. At the minute, maybe things will change. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen? But that's just my thoughts on it today. As I said, just a quick one. I just wanted to point this to your attention while I was actually looking into this myself. So sharing the wisdom and all that. So guys, with that being said, I'm going to get going now. I do have a video releasing later today on the Layer Cake Deep Dive Part 2, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, have a great Wednesday. Until next time, I'm out.
Mission Control, we have liftoff.